The bad news is out of 5 seasons, Lonzo has only played 252 games. And the good news is, out of 5 seasons, Lonzo has only played 252 games, meaning at 24 years young and very few NBA miles on his body, if timed correctly, his injury downtime that's kept most of his body preserved, and a complete rehabilitation of everything else coming together now could be perfect timing to finally give Zoe the breakout season he's been waiting for, and some say is due. His Chicago Bulls team might just be the perfect place for this breakout. Without him, they lost to the Bucks easily in the playoffs, but his team has vets and young guys who can run.
They got some young guys who can get up and down the court. The problem is you don't have a point guard pushing that rock to create shots for the other guys. That's what Lonzo does best. He'll speed up the game. Yes.
I want a point guard that can shoot.
No.
Let me listen to Magic. Go ahead, Magic.
Even though you missing the point. If you're gonna win, especially in the playoff, you got to get easy buckets.
I agree with that, but he's not aggressive.
Specializes in.
He lacks aggression. He can play, but he lacks aggression. He's not his brother. He's not LaMelo. He's just getting more aggressive.
That's right.
He's not there.
That's right. I'm agreeing with you. He is not LaMelo, but look what he's doing this year. He's having his best season. The reason Lonzo Ball couldn't reach his potential, he was always hurt. If he hadn't been hurt, 2 years in a row, he didn't play a full season. And that hurt Lonzo. He needed to play basketball, but he couldn't. So, at the same time, let's see what happens in the next 5 or 6 years. I really think he's on an upward tick. I think Lonzo is going to reach his potential. I'm still a Lonzo Ball fan, and I'm going to tell you this. There's no guard in this league, point guard, whose basketball IQ is higher than Lonzo Ball. That's what Lonzo Ball brings to the table. He's one of the best at deflections in all the NBA. When he was with the Lakers, he always was in the top 5 in deflections. He's one of the solid defenders in our league. And then last but not least, Stephen A., he's gotten better offensively. And how LaMelo is playing, I think he's going to take his game to a whole nother level.
I recently hung out with Lonzo, and one thing I can tell you about him from our time together is he's blocking out all of the BS.
Feeling pretty good. Obviously, it's a slow process, and I definitely want to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Moving forward, definitely it's more about my body. I know I have the skills that it takes to perform at a high level every night. Now it's more about just being available to do those things.
For me, it's just continue to be positive, continue to try to push them to strive for greatness and do whatever I can, from a positive standpoint.
I feel like for my whole life, I've been kind of focusing on my basketball skills, and especially these last 2 years, changing my shot and everything. That's been the primary focus, just getting in the gym, getting in the lab, and just working. I'm definitely excited for the future. My deal is 4 years here, so this is only my first year, so I still got time to improve and leave my print on this city and help bring a championship here. So definitely looking forward to that. Like I said, as far as moving forward, I just got to get healthy and everything else falls in line from there.
Every time Lonzo has been injured, he's come back and come back better. They questioned if he was a bust after the Lakers, the same as the Pelicans. But the real question is, when are you going to stop betting against Lonzo Ball when you've been proven wrong so many times? Maybe they never will, and maybe that adds a little fuel to the fire. Though injuries have restricted him, his work ethic has remained intact. The NBA had never seen a jump shot so drastically changed in a short amount of time, something that wouldn't be possible without his work ethic and the confidence nurtured in Chino Hills. Because of the injuries, critics said he was done. But because of the injuries, he's barely even got started. He's ready to turn their critique of him into his advantage when he comes back healthy. They say he can't stay healthy, but he stopped listening to people saying what he can't do a long time ago.
That's facts, ball facts.
Lonzo is still young, and there's a lot of work left in this league he wants to do. So, greatness awaits.